Hello. It's just you and me. Producer wife. Walter's not even here. I left him in the house. How was your day? You only have 10% battery left on your phone. You should plug it in. I'm going to wait for a couple more people to show up. This is the big finale here tonight with Edgar Allan Poe. So we don't want to... I guess it could be just conversation between you and me. Can you hear me? Is there audio? I see my levels are moving, but I can't, I don't know. Stop. Stop what? Oh, telling you about your phone? I got an alert. It is Saturday, May the 9th. It is the night before Mother's Day. Katie Ewing. Hi, Katie Ewing. Happy birthday. Hope you had a lovely day down there in Denver. Jen Frederick. Philadelphia people. Hope you are well. It's not really telling me. Whatever. It is May the 9th. Saturday, just in case you didn't know what day of the week it is Saturday, May the 9th. And for myself, it has been a crazily, long, busy Saturday for being on this whole COVID lockdown order. I mean, things are starting to open up a little bit. This light's bothering me. I don't like where it is. Starting to open up a little bit, but they're not getting, Maybe the frame is too wide. I took the camera out this morning. Had to go shoot something. My brain is a little fried. I went out. I shot something. The rest of the day, I've been stuck in this room. I've been editing. I had to record my radio show, which will air tomorrow night on KSMT, and then I'm getting ready for this today. And it's been a long day. I ate breakfast. I didn't have any lunch. I ate a couple of those Trolls Oreos, which are delicious if you haven't had them. The pink ones. Not the ones with the Pop Rocks. They're pink ones. They're like little round pieces of cake with buttercream icing in the middle. They're my favorite Oreo ever, I think. What else can I tell you? It was a beautiful day here. I was outside earlier. I took the dog out to go to the bathroom. The dog wandered around for about 15 minutes before he decided to poop. And then when I picked up his poop, it was soft, which is fine. Dogs have soft poop sometimes, but it was, now that there's no snow, it was in the grass. So, you try to pull the poop up off the grass so some kid doesn't roll around in it. And, there was a hole in the bag. So I got dog poop on my hand. So that was my eventful afternoon. Hope you enjoy that. Edgar Allan Poe wrote a poem called Anaabel Lee. This is the last of our Edgar Allan Poe readings. This is coming from the Complete Stories and Poems of Edgar Allan Poe. We will take tomorrow off. Hopefully we will find some Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss is supposed to be my next selections. Again, we will keep doing this every single day until the lockdown is officially rescinded. Until then, we'll do these 6 days a week. We take Sundays off because the radio show is on Sundays. You gotta do something. So Edgar Allan Poe, Anaabel Lee, friends of mine named their daughter Anaabel Lee after Edgar Allan Poe because they loved Edgar Allan Poe and they loved this poem. To be honest, it's probably been 25 years since I have read this, and I didn't read it today. And I'm not really sure why they named their kid Anaabel Lee, but Brooke and Mitch are there. Hello, Brooke and Mitch. And baby, Micah. I think Micah is a good name for the baby because it's kind of like Michael, mean, they do name some girls Michael. Anyways, here's a quick synopsis about Anaabel Lee. Anaabel Lee, and this is appropriate. I did read this. This is appropriate. Anaabel Lee is the last complete poem composed by American author Edgar Allan Poe. So it is fitting that it is the last thing that we read in our Edgar Allan Poe segment. Like many of Poe's poems, it explores the theme of the death of a beautiful woman. The narrator, who fell in love with Anaabel Lee when they were young, has a love for her so strong that even angels are envious. He retains his love for her even after her death. There has been debate over who, if anyone, was the inspiration for Anaabel Lee, though many women have been suggested. Poe's wife, Virginia Eliza Clem Poe, is one of the more credible candidates. Written in 1849, it was not published until shortly after Poe's death that same year. Edgar Allan Poe died in 1849. He was 40 years old. The poem's narrator describes his love for Anaabel Lee, which began many years ago in a kingdom by the sea. Though they were young, their love for one another burned with such an intensity that angels became envious. It is for that reason that the narrator believes the seraphim caused her death. Even so, their love is strong enough that it extends beyond the grave. And the narrator believes that their two souls are still entwined. Every night, the narrator dreams of Anaabel Lee and sees the brightness of her eyes in the stars. Every night, the narrator lies down by her side in her tomb by the sea. So that is a brief synopsis of Anaabel Lee. Let's get to it. Going to read the entire poem. It's not very long. It fits on this one page. Here we go. There's a cat hair in my glass. I guess if it's pickled in bourbon, it's okay. Here we go. It was many and many years. I'll start over. It was many and many a year ago, in a kingdom by the sea, that a maiden there lived, whom you may know by the name of Anaabel Lee. And this maiden, she lived with no other thought than to love and be loved by me. I was a child and she was a child in this kingdom by the sea. But we loved with a love that was more than love, I and my Anaabel Lee. With a love that the winged seraphs of heaven coveted her and me. And this was the reason that long ago in this kingdom by the sea, a wind blew out a cloud, chilling my beautiful Anaabel Lee, so that her high-born kinsman came and bore her away from me to shut her up in sepulture. Sepulcher. Is it chur or cur? Let's go with chur. To shut her up in sepulture in this kingdom by the sea. The angels, not half so happy in heaven, went envying her and me. Yes, that was the reason, as all men know in this kingdom by the sea, that the wind came out of the cloud by night, chilling and killing my Anaabel Lee. But our love, it was stronger by far than the love of those who were older than we, of many far wiser than we, and neither the angels in heaven above nor the demons down under the sea can ever dissever my soul from the soul of the beautiful Anaabel Lee. For the moon never beams without bringing me dreams of the beautiful Anaabel Lee. And the stars never rise, but I feel the bright eyes of the beautiful Anaabel Lee. And so, All the night tide, I lie down by the side of my darling, my life and my bride. In the sepulchre, there by the sea, in her tomb by the sounding sea. Well, that's just beautiful. The love so strong that even in death, he could not let go. I don't know if it was written about Poe's wife, Virginia, blah, blah, whatever the rest of her name was. She was 13 when they married, and she died of tuberculosis. Oh, and she was also his cousin. So there's that. It was a strange time in the mid to late 1800s. Later 1800s, probably. But that's it. That wraps up Hey Mary Carl, gonna be a grandma to a boy. I saw that internet video earlier. Pam. Hi, Pam. I hope my accent is good enough for you, Pam. It's not really Texas. Now, when you get into Texas, that's when your accent gets a little bit more like this. That's about Texas. My accent is a little more South Carolina, Oklahoma, and Alabama mixed together. So I know I don't do Texas real well, but I haven't spent any time in Texas outside airports. I've been to Dallas and I have been to Houston, but only in the airports. Usually, I just try to find the Whataburger in whatever airport that I am in Texas. This is episode 42 of the Reading Things with a Southern Accent 2020, episode 42. We have done 42 of these since the coronavirus, coronapocalypse, COVID-19, stay-at-home order, social distancing, lockdown. 42. Again, we will continue to do these until the ban is rescinded and people can return to normalcy. Little by little, I'm seeing some things happen. There was a gathering of folks on the lawn in front of the houses today, probably about 15 people, which is 5 more than the law allows. I didn't call them in. I'm just saying that things are starting to return to a little bit of, let's hang out, let's have some, let's drink a beer on the lawn together. People are doing that. Some of the guys in the neighborhood built a little bike park for the kids, for the little kids. It's not very big, but they got bored and there was a piece of dirt. So they went out and they built a little bike park for the kids. It's adorable. It's also adorable when your 52-year-old neighbor rides his mountain bike on it, but that's another story or another day. That is going to do it for tonight. Again, it is Saturday, May the 9th, 2020. Tomorrow is Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. Happy Mother's Day. Mother, I will give you your obligatory phone call. Happy Mother's Day to the producer, the mother of my child. Happy Mother's Day to my mother-in-law. All the mothers, happy Mother's Day. Brooke, you're going to be a mom soon. Happy Mother's Day. That is it. Good night. Thank you for watching. I hope if you haven't gotten your mother something for Mother's Day, don't worry about it. Just call her. It's okay. I don't think I bought my mother something for Mother's Day in a decade. But I call her because it's nice. I love you, Mom. Good night. My name is Merv. Thank you for watching Reading Things with a Southern Accent. And as always, please wash your hands. Good night.